Hello, it's good to have you join us again for your favorite program. This is Close Flow coming to you from NTA2 Lagos Network Center. We like to say on this show that it's ever our delight to know that you are there, waiting patiently for us to again unravel yet another distinguished Nigerian who is going to be sharing with us some exciting experiences, some, expectations, some hopes for this nation, Nigeria, but maybe also expressing some anxieties or some fears about how far we have traveled as a nation. Today again, we are coming back to an element that we do not want to often discuss in Nigeria, and that's about gender equality. We know that demographically, there is a balance between the genders in Nigeria, that is the male and the female division of our population, almost at equal or at par. But if we are looking at one study, economics for instance, from its Greek root, it has home management as very key to how we develop as a people. And so who are the real home managers? Who are the real chief executives of our homes? We are probably looking at women. Now, so how empowered or how encouraged are women to take up leadership position in the country? So we'll be looking at entrepreneurship, we're looking at empowerment, we're looking at how we define or how we redefine the space for our women to take responsibilities in the nation. Our guest today, incidentally, besides the fact that she's, I didn't want to say that before. Well, besides the fact that she's a woman, she's also a firm and passionate believer in how we express our faith. So you are going to stay with us with your paper and your Bible so you can be a part of the conversation. When we come back, you get to meet our guest, and then you can begin to look at how you can therefore address your own space in how we define the nation Nigeria. Stay with us as you join us for this beautiful edition of the program as we look at entrepreneurial leadership, path to national development. Stay with us.
Hey beautiful, your eyes, your smile are all begging me to take you home tonight.
Now reading page 3.
Experience unlimited superfast internet access from Entel 4G. Entel. Live more. Experience unlimited superfast internet access from Entel 4G. Entel. Live more.
Thank you for staying with us at the Still Close Flow coming to you from NTA2 Lagos Network Center. You saw a little clip of who our guest for this day is: a super Nigerian, a compassionate Nigerian, a passionate preacher of the word and also doer of the word. So my pleasure to welcome on your behalf onto Close Flow today, Evangelist Racheal Oluwashoga Ologodido. You're welcome to Close Flow.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, just before we got on set, my crew saying to me that I actually have the beauty queen in the house. So I wonder, okay, so is the beauty pageant part of the business of preaching?
Yes, so we can say it's part of it. Beauty is part of it.
Beauty is part of preaching?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's beauty in the words that you share with it.
Exactly. Because when you are preaching the gospel to the nation or to the world, they want to see the glory of God in you. They must definitely see the glory in you before they can listen to you. That's the truth.
That really is the truth.
Yes.
Now, okay, don't let me jump the gun. Racheal, would you want to address the commercialization of faith before we talk about empowerment? Do you think that's the way we practice faith right now? Do you think that is the right path to it?
The way we practice faith right now is not it. So, and I'm going to let the whole world know today that we must understand the meaning of religion and faith. How do you want to go? How do you want to handle your faith? Do you really have faith? That's the question.
Do you really have faith in God? That's what I say.
God that we are serving. Because some people will say, yeah, I'm a preacher of the word. I'm an evangelist. I'm a pastor. I'm bishop. Or do they have Christ in them? Or do they have this great faith? How do they practice this kind of faith? So if I will talk about the faith aspect, we need to know what we are doing in Christendom. It's not a matter of I can sing, I can preach. Do you know the meaning of the song
that you are
singing? Maybe you are a teacher, you are a pastor, and you must teach the church of God. Do you really teach them the truth? Are you saying the truth? Are you preaching out of his scripture? Because we have motivational speakers these days.
Yes.
Once they can speak, they can, they are outspoken, they are knowledgeable, they can easily divert to pastoral aspect.
All right, well, now you can see the tip of the iceberg, what we're going to be dealing with here. So many revelations coming out of Racheal here. Now, one thing I want us to quickly look at, Racheal, is the fact that you're also passionate about philanthropy.
Yeah.
You are concerned about changing the story of the poor in our land. How has it come so far? Are you satisfied with what you have done?
As for me, I'm not even satisfied with what I'm even doing because it's not enough. I have
looking at the poverty level, yes.
Looking at the people that are out there crying for food, looking for a way out. How will I survive? What am I going to do? My business is dying. How will I diversify? How do I start all over? I have a large number of people that normally call me, Ologodido, you need to empower us. That's the reason why we created a kind of Ologodido empowerment opportunity.
Yes.
For people that are, they cannot do business like before. I'm talking about retirees, pensioners.
Yes.
I have large number of people that are under our program.
Wow.
Because we discovered that once they are retired, they are not tired.
But they don't have any work.
They don't have any work. They are still active. They can do more than they have been doing. So we need to let them know that with the little money they have, there is a way to manage it for them. When you have little money, a drop of water can turn to ocean.
Yes.
Mismanagement is what is killing people. When you have 20 million in your bank account, You have 50,000 in your bank account, and you are not trading with the money. How will you multiply? How will you, once you have the money in your bank account, any responsibility that comes in, you must definitely go to the bank and withdraw the money. So later on, they turn to street beggars. So we now created a kind of empowerment opportunity for less privileges, even to those who are into business.
Yes.
Because one source of income
is
not enough. That is what we have discovered. It is not enough. So when you have plan B for your business, you will fly. There won't be hunger. So there is a way we can eradicate poverty in our nation. Whether you are a graduate or not, whether you have degree, you have NC, you have this, that doesn't matter. We have so many professors, we have so many job
degree holders, yes,
that are still looking for a job out there. But how do you come out of this? Once you need to discover yourself, find yourself. Okay, I have this also amount of money, just 20,000.
Yes.
I'm telling you, 20,000 can turn to millions. If you have that faith, you have said it in the
opening. Yes.
Yeah. You said faith. You know, faith without work
means nothing.
Nothing. So which means that 20,000, when you have faith, you can grow it and you become a multi-millionaire. Because as you know, as you are looking at me, I started with
nothing.
Okay,
well, for our viewers, if you want to get in touch with her, you have to see me. I'm the business manager for this moment. Okay, so you have to talk to me first, and I will now link you up. Okay, now, Racheal.
Yeah.
But if you look at the gulf, the gap between the rich and the poor in Nigeria right now. Okay, you're discouraged already.
No. Yes, I'm discouraged. Because when people are looking for, benefactor, I mean helper.
Yes.
That can raise them up.
Yes.
And out of, instead, we are looking at 50% of people to rise and help others. But we can find just 2% or 5%. At times, I used to meet myself in a situation where I feel discouraged. But at times, I would not be discouraged because that is my calling. He has already called me to this planet to work to help widows, widowers, orphanage, and less privileges. That is the reason why we created job empowerment for unemployed and business empowerment for business owners like petty traders, people that are just starting,
But what satisfaction do you get from doing all this? Because you're spending your own energy and your time.
For now, I'm still spending on people, but there is a way God is compensating me. Our God is the God of reward. When it is time for Him to do something great, He will just come and do it in a mysterious way. But I normally follow God's instruction. When God asks me to do something, I will not hesitate. No matter how hard it is. I will just, God will definitely make a way. Okay, I want to share this so items like food to
the poor.
To the poor. Once He has already informed me that, Racheal, go and do this. In fact, I'll be seeing the traces, I'll be seeing the evidence, because people will be calling me. I normally speak on FM on my empowerment program. Thank God I'm live here today.
Yes.
To let people know that this is what we are into, this is what we are doing. We are empowering people. For people that they think they cannot rise again. We have people that they are multi-millionaire before.
But now.
But suddenly, they didn't turn around, they couldn't rise again, they couldn't come up again. How? When we look at the situation of this country, one business is not enough. You have another alternative. We call it plan B. Maybe you are a salary earner. That doesn't matter. You can start up a business for yourself. Maybe as a husband in the house, you are a salary earner. Why don't you look for a small scale business for your wife so that the two ends can both work together.
Okay, so but for you therefore as a woman, you
Yeah.
don't think that it's only the breadwinner that should be responsible for raising the level of the home? You think that the
No.
two of them should work as partners?
Both of them should work as partners, because some people came to this world with different glory. So you cannot say your husband is working, so which means I'm a wife,
I must stay at home
I must be a full-ass wife.
and stay in the
It's not
kitchen.
going to work. No. Well, you know, in a foreign country, you want to do that, you can do that, but here in Nigeria, it's not advisable for a reasonable human being to say, you must pay, you must cook, you must pay for my hair, I want to go to a salon, you must pay for it. It's not done. You don't want to put your children in trouble, because it will get to a stage that your husband will retire,
And
he
then
will return back home.
and
meet
be
your wife.
retired.
So why don't you put little money you have for now to encourage your wife's business? Because you don't know, maybe tomorrow
She's the
she'll
one.
be the one to feed you or to cater for the family. So one salary, one business is not enough.
Okay, great. So you have heard that. I'm sure you're going to be part of the conversation. We will share the telephone lines with you again, so you can join Racheal in some of this discovery that she's making for us. Now, Racheal, another painful aspect of nation building is the question of how women can take ownership as part of the leadership process.
Yes.
Right now, many women won't come out into politics. They won't come to vie for elective offices. You're not happy about that too?
In fact, it's very good for women to come out for politics. Women are very precious. They have the ability to organize people, to gather people, to control people. Even in the aspect of leadership, they are very vibrant. They can handle the position of leadership perfectly. How? Like, I don't want to say as I am concerned, I love dealing with people, mingle with people. Let me know your problem. What's your problem? How do you feel? How do you manage your family? How do you do? What's your business? What kind of business you are into? Do you even make profit? Okay, that is the reason why we have a kind of empowerment
Program that you have
program.
created.
Is a kind of lecture. We lecture people. We train them how to be a leader. You know, if you want to, maybe you're a business owner, you start selling food stuff. You are already a boss.
Yes.
So it is possible to have as many as possible shops in various areas.
In various locations.
Yeah. You can say, okay, I have shop in Lekki. I want to have another one in Beda. I want to have another one in Koyi. It is possible. If you really know what you are doing. What if you lose your husband at the end or at in between the journey? Will you start begging people? So by the time you give yourself a kind of encouragement that I need to no. Why is it that my husband will be giving me money every day? I can do it. You will now see it. By the time you are putting your own effort together with your husband, that is when God himself will descend that, yes, this is a good woman. It has happened to me. I'm talking from the experience.
Yes.
So you can be your own boss in a little way you can do. When you start slowly or you start little, it will grow.
The sky will not be the limit.
You will now have people that start working with you, that sales representative or sales marketers, manager. They will be managing your shop, and before you know it, you discover yourself. So I can do it. Those people that are doing well in businesses, is not that they gave it to them from heaven. Already there is an inbuilt glory in us.
Yes.
But how are we going to bring it out to limelight? How are we going to make sure that it affects other people? We have so many people at home looking for, I have 20 million. How do I do it? And I have relatives, I have family. So how do I manage it? If you are not careful, those ones that you have been giving money to, they can be your benefactor tomorrow if you are not careful. You will still go back and meet them and borrow. They will say, but once upon a time you were a multi-millionaire. So how come? What happened? Start telling story. So that is the essence of creating a job opportunity and business opportunity for people. So we let them know, because we are into food stuff. We distribute goods to traders in the market. This Ikotun, Aja, Market, Olugodidon, Express Food. We are in charge of that. We empower people in this aspect. Number one, maybe you have 20,000 naira only. We'll let you know that, you just register. Free registration. After that, you have 20,000. Okay, let's start with you. We'll come and check your shop. Maybe you just
rented
a shop. Okay, but you don't have money to fund the shop. Okay, no problem. You have 20,000. We now give you goods that are worth double of that money, and that's 40,000. We are not giving out cash to them. We give them
responsibilities.
Food stuff. Or food stuff, be it Provisions or Dangote, whatever. So we put it in their shop. So there is a way they will be paying back. We have that. So we have done that to a large number of people, and it's seriously working.
Okay, all right. The question therefore would be this: if you can do it, so why is this not multiplied on a larger scale by government? Why is that not possible?
It is possible, but what government can do, they have been doing it. But what we need to even help
those who help themselves.
So when government is ready to do something to poor, they think we need money
first.
Let's pay directly to the account, whereas they are not going to make use of that money for that purpose. So government has been doing that, has been faithful in that aspect, but there is a way we can help the poor. There is a way we can help the masses by giving them, maybe organizing a kind of association, because in our own empowerment we allow the leaders to register their members. We have transporter, we have traders, we have fashionistas, we have all these hairdressers, we have retirees section, we have pensioners, we have student aspects, and all these people that are into handwork.
Yes, and craft.
Yeah, we allow them we tell them, have you discovered yourself? What can you do? So we now group them. So any fund we are going to give out, we normally give it out to the leaders. So they will be in charge. So then the leader of that association will be the one to be remitting back to the organization. So there won't be any fuck up. Like we are giving out cars to people on high purchase. At times we allow people to get the car with affordable prices, so that when they start doing business, we give them like 2 years
to pay back,
and it's very convenient, and it has been helping a lot of Nigerians. Okay. And based on the business aspect, we have people that will say, I don't want to engage myself in transportation or doing business, but I have this money, I cannot work like before. Ologodidon, please, how do we do it? We have told you that Ologodidon is into real estate business.
Yes.
And we are into financial aspect as well, giving out people support.
Okay, now that you have raised that issue, there's an element that we are also looking at. Cooperatives.
Yes.
Many public services, that is like NTA, for instance, Radio Corporation of Nigeria, for instance. All these entities, all these organizations in the public sector, they actually have cooperatives.
Yes, like I have a cooperative.
Yes. So now, why are you not integrating with them on escalating how some of these pensioners, some of these retirees can actually get engaged when they leave service?
Oh, we have some of them in our cooperative, pensioners and
Retirees.
How? Immediately they heard my voice on air like that. They will call me, I'm retired.
Yes.
So what can I do? Okay, what do you have? We have already engaged them under our cooperative by training them that, okay, you've retired, why don't you start up a business for yourself, maybe in your own area? You can do it. Once you can just sit down in the front of your house, have a small shop, start selling things. Then we allow.
So you now empower them.
We empower them. Once they can earn money daily, they can earn money weekly, on a weekly basis or monthly basis, they can do cooperative. Because once we give them loan, and they are they've already servicing it, which means there's no problem. So they are just like a business owner after their retirement. So, but when you say I'm retired, no money, you can't just come. We will first of all put you through. We train you.
Yes.
We make sure you have your personal business that you are doing. So that's why we have as many as possible associations here in Lagos, Abuja.
Okay, now let's look again at the rural areas.
Yeah.
You were not born in Lagos, but now you're almost like a Lagosian. Now, so if you see the disparities between those who are in the urban centers and those who are in the rural areas, how do you think we can bridge that disparity?
Those that are in the rural area, the way I think, because there is one association that called me, there are two of them that called from rural area. Ologodidem, how do you want to bring your cooperative
to
our side? I went there, visited them. I said, but this is a rural area. How do we impart you people? But the leader of the community said we should create a kind of farming, that we should we should empower them on farming. So we decided to say, okay, we make a little inquiry about the village. Okay, we met with the chiefs and the kings above that side. They said, okay, give us, I told them that they should give us like acres, 30 acres to start with. 30 acres of land. We decided to say, okay, we can make part of that place. When we plant cassava, planted cassava, for instance, then we allow all those women, to be frying gari.
From the cassava?
From the cassava. We gave them the land freely.
To do the farming?
To do the farming. So by the time they start harvesting, they start preparing gari. They are producing gari on their own, and they are refunding our money back. So thank God for that opportunity. We appreciate. If we want to improve more, because we have so many people that are crying outside there, crying to Olugodide empowerment. We need something. I want to be selling pure water. I want to be selling this. So at times we empower people with 20,000. Once they are 30 in a group, we give them like 600,000. To that group. Okay, let's see the way you are going to manage it. When somebody cannot afford to raise 5,000 to feed, they must beg. And you try to say, okay, if an individual cannot manage that fund, let's organize an association.
All right, we'll take a break now. We'll back shortly.
Hey, beautiful, your eyes, your smile are all begging me to take you home tonight.
Now reading page 3.
Experience unlimited super-fast internet access from Entel 4G. Entel. Live more.
We must dilate the eyes. We look for if they have cataract, look at the back of their eyes. They have glaucoma. to do a full workup for them.
You will remember
Our government should actually open their eyes, especially South
When we looking deeper than we ever looked in before to ensure that we close all the loopholes.
It manifests as physical somewhere. And
Every edition is an arresting conversation with distinguished Nigerians from various strata of the society, bearing their minds on how we can realize the Nigeria of our dreams. Join us live on Close Flow, Monday every week here on NTA2 Lagos Network Center. Close Flow. The conversation is about you.
Thank you for staying with us. Quickly, I hope my producers can actually let us have the telephone lines now, so this conversation can then get to everybody. Now that Oluwashoga has promised us that yes, she's ready to reach out to all of Nigeria.
Yes,
now,
Nigerians.
Yes. Incidentally, how many states have you impacted right now? Do you have the numbers?
For now, three states: Kwara State, Lagos State, and Abuja.
Kwara State, where you were born.
I was born and bred there.
Okokogbilosli.
Yeah, I started from there.
Okay.
Yeah. And in Lagos now we have about 3 branches.
In Lagos?
In Lagos. We are in Chevron and Lekki. We have another one in Kotun. We are the one facing the local government directly beside God is Good Transport.
Okay.
We have another office in Korudu, opposite King's Palace.
Now, from your interactions with the poor, from your interactions with some of the beneficiaries of this program, how encouraged are you about their response to some of the things you do?
I'm highly encouraged, because when you are seeing people dying with hunger and you are trying to raise them up with the little one you can do, their prayer is seriously working for me. Just prayer. Prayer. And once they can tell me, Oluwashoga, see my business. Hey, see my business. I'm now, in fact, I just bought a car. I just bought another Kurope. All these mini buses that I'm giving out to them is fetching them a lot of money. They get more profit, and they are sending the money back to me with little interest.
Okay, that's very encouraging. Now let me run the numbers by you again so you can be a part of this conversation. Let's start with for you to make your voice call. We have dedicated this number onto you, so you can just call that number and you can hear Racheal Oluwashoga clearly. Here are the numbers: 080-5929-4838. Let me run that again. 080-5929-4838 is right on your screen, so you can just take it down and make sure you make your voice call through that dedicated line. We have yet another dedicated line for your WhatsApp messages or short messages. Now, please don't mix up the two. Don't call us on the SMS or WhatsApp dedicated line. No. Call us on the line we have given to you as dedicated to voice call. So for your SMS and WhatsApp message, please use this number: 070-3340-8755. 070-3340-8755. Let's have your WhatsApp message. Be a part of this. I don't know what you're going through, the trauma you're going through right now. What Racheal is saying is that you also must take ownership and then step out and have faith that your story can turn around. Now, let's do a little bit of balancing. Now, like I said in the intro, that economics as a study has in its root word from the Greek, that it's about home management.
Yes.
Now, but women are saying that women are supposed to be in the kitchen. They're not supposed to be the home managers.
Women can be the home managers, because with the situation we find ourselves
Right
in
now.
right now,
Yes.
we must manage our home perfectly without looking back that it must be my husband. It must be my husband. Women, I've told you that we have the ability to build home. We have the strength. We have the power. We have the skill. Knowledge is there. What you need to do, discover yourself right now and manage your home. You can also manage your kitchen. That doesn't matter. That you cannot manage your business. When you are managing your business, you will know the time to prepare.
Go to the kitchen.
To go to the kitchen. Not that my husband is coming. Because one salary will be not enough to take
You
care.
keep repeating that. It's like you have experienced that.
Yes, I've experienced it. Because when you say, because I started with, when my husband started with electrical work, started from there. So I must wait for him to look for a job before I hit. Must I? So we'll now be looking for, when are you going to get more work today? When? I've written a proposal to a man, I've sent, so when will that come true? Then children will be relaxing, they will stay at home. They won't be able to go to school. They cry, mommy, daddy, I want to go to school. Even when I started my own school, I mean my private school, I started with that in order to support my husband. We managed to build a small school, we started together. We managed it together. Not enough.
Even at that.
Yes, but what we are saying now, as a husband, allow your wife to have, if it's going to be a small business.
Alongside.
Yes, so by so doing, you will now start seeing things that you have not seen in your wife. Because you say, I'm good, I can do this. You don't know the inbuilt glory that your wife carries. So why are we waiting for our husband to take care of the home alone? That's why when you look at men, they die untimely because of shock,
and
too much of load, burden. But when both of them, they are working together, and they work with love, forget, they will fly.
Okay, we are back again to the question of faith.
Faith.
Yes. And the fact that in our environment we seem to have escalated the position of faith and people are not looking at entrepreneurship. Everybody's waiting for the pastor to tell you your glory is coming.
That one cannot work because I've said it that faith without work is nothing. So you must.
Okay, 1 second, Racheal. Okay. We have a contributor already, one of our viewers from Ikorodu, who says, where is your office in Kwara and what are the plans for Kwara people? Then do you have any website promo? Then that's about it. So let's have it. So where is your office in Kwara? The person is actually from Ikorodu, but he says he wants to know where your office is in Kwara, and then what plans do you have for Kwara people? Thank
you very much for that wonderful question. For those of you that you are in Ikorodu, you can visit our office there at number 43 Ayangbure Close, directly Ayangbure King's Palace. Very it is adjacent to the place Eatery. Yeah, that's our office. So in Kwara, we are number 245 Taiwo Road.
Now, for people coming to see you in all those places, that means you are saying to them, you will listen to their situations and provide help.
Yes, that's what I want to do for them. Because for now, we want to give out food at this season to widows
and
widowers
and orphans.
So we have given them the time that they should go and register. Immediately after this program, you can join us. Go to Ikoton, go to Ilorin, go to Chevron, go to Ikorodu, go and drop your name. For this season, we are releasing Christmas blessing.
Okay, but how do you qualify those who are these beneficiaries? How do you qualify them? Do you have some kind of guideline? How do they show to you that they're actually poor?
Yeah, we know, because we will know whether you are widowed, or you are widower, or you are orphans, because we have people that are in charge of that. They go for inspection.
Oh, great.
And if you want to attend to less privileges, we know how to handle that. It's confidential.
It's confidential. All right. Okay. Now, again, like I said to you earlier on, you should be part of this conversation, because what Racheal is about is how we can bridge the gap between the poor and the rich. Now, so wherever you are, maybe you want to support what she's doing, or you want to benefit from what she's doing. Yeah. That's why she's asking you to reach out to her. Mm-hmm. Now, next thing that we would like to look at again will be this.
Okay.
Nigeria is reputed to have the highest number of out-of-school children.
Yeah.
So, how are we going to deal with that? Because that again is a slack and it's a burden on the entire economy.
Yes, what we are trying to do about that, because we have hopeless children at home right now. They cannot go to school due to, inability.
Poverty.
For their parents. So we are planning to have a big school. I don't know, maybe somebody has informed you about this project.
No.
Why you are?
No.
Thank you. So we want to have Ologodida school. People that are just coming up, like all this, primary, secondary.
Yes.
We want to put it in Lekki, Chevron, and it's going to be for less privileges.
So they won't pay?
Yes. That's what we are planning to do now. In fact, we are looking for a very big
space.
I told you we are into real estate, but I don't want the land to be inside like Ibejuleki. We have land in Ibejuleki that we can use for that, but we are still looking at somewhere that is
proximate. That's close.
So one must be in mainland, while the other one will be in island.
Yes.
So for the Kwaran, they asked that question.
Yes.
In fact, kings and others in that city, they've been calling me, that Ologodida, you are just doing things for Lagosians, so please come back home. I said, already, because I was in Kwara last week, I went there, to acquire some lands there, so that for agriculture.
Sure, yes.
To give them a home, like, we have Ologodida homes in Lekki here. So we allow people to be paying it like rent while living there.
Great. Now, another thing that somebody actually has said before will be the fact that, yes, if you can do a susu,
yeah.
Yes, where you have market women who can actually...
We are already doing that.
You are encouraging people to do that?
We have been doing that. Isusu.
Yes.
Giving them small money.
Yes.
To do business.
Yes.
That's our way. That's our business.
Okay. All right. One of our viewers again says, Bisola, she says she studied microbiology and tried getting a job but couldn't.
Yeah.
Now her husband is the only one doing business. She needs the assistance of Ologodida to start a business.
Very good.
So what should she do?
We are going to attend to that. She wants to she's looking for job.
Yeah, Bisola, she read microbiology.
Microbiology. Okay, after this program,
yes,
I'll submit their names to you. I have a job to give to them.
Bisola, you got a job.
Yes.
So what are you going to do for me? Bisola, are you computer literate? If you are computer literate, please get in touch. Get in touch with me. I'm the factory manager now.
We are giving you a secretarial
job. Okay, all right. So you got a job, Bisola. I hope she can just send us a thank you note from wherever she is. All right.
Yeah.
Now, okay. Do you do this often anyway? Just give out jobs to people like that.
For now, we are into job
creation. Yes.
Job creation. So once you come to Ologodida, we will fix you. But for now, we are recruiting. So it's a kind of opportunity for Bisola.
I don't know how many of my producers here actually want a job also, because
yes, as many as possible. We want to employ more graduates. Maybe you have school cert, or you have NC, LOND, HND. You are free to submit your CV. We are giving out job.
Okay, that's a great news coming to everybody here watching this show. Olugodino is saying to you that don't count yourself jobless, because I mean, if you look at the window, you can then see the opportunities available for you. Now, what other area?
Okay.
It's about the question of citizenship. Many Nigerians think that the kind of leadership that we have gathered over the years would be traced to the fact that our citizens themselves are not showing up or are not being responsible for the kind of leaders that we get.
It's not that they are not faithful or they are not responsible. Leaders are there to fix every one of us in a proper area. But we're in a country that when you are ready to help, you are not careful, they will bring you down. So before you help, why don't you pray and think, look for God's guidance. Allow God to guide you. Let God lead you that, okay, this is what I want to do. This is what they want to do. We have so many Nigerians that are willing. Leaders that are ready
to serve.
But how do we discover them? We can, it's very easy. You look into what they are doing, check their social media. Check what they are doing, maybe in the society or in the church, they are popular or they love helping people. You look at them into before you will now fix he or she in a position. Maybe someone wants to attain a political office. You look at them perfectly. Or let me just get this post and use it to empower, to embezzle all the whole money. No, it's not done. There is a way you know them because you check their social media, check what they are doing. Maybe they love living extravagant life, or they love going to party, or they just love to be spending money unnecessarily. But when you want to know a good leader, you will discover them with their attribute, their action, with what they are aimed to.
Okay, well, we have yet another contributor. Maybe you say thank you to this person. He says a nice program on nation building. What is the plan in place to help in boosting individuals who have set up a mini business and are looking for financial support?
Thank you for that wonderful question. Already we have an existing business owners that are already, they've registered with us. So maybe you have an existing business.
Yes.
And you think you need expansion.
Yes.
Call my number. I'll train you and I'm going to add to what you are doing.
Beautiful. Irrespective of who the person is and where the person is from.
We have multi-millionaires that are part of this program. We have
who are supporting.
Yes, for supporters from US, from Nigeria. So we still need more people to join us. To join us so that this work will be very easy and large number of Nigerians will benefit more. Because they are expecting us to do more for them. Like we have people that we allow them to earn money on a monthly basis.
As staff?
No. Once you are part of us, register with us as a business investors. Maybe you cannot work like before. We have people that are out there, they are weak in strength. They can't physically. But they have little fund to start with. We normally pay them monthly for the rest of their years. Or we have people that subscribe for
that's like
business investment.
That's like a lifetime insurance.
Yes, we have that. We have annual investments. We place them on a particular percentage. And they're happy. They don't have to struggle. Even during COVID-19 general lockdown and NSAS, Oluwashoga Empowerment fed large number, millions of people during that time. They were at home, they were just, hey, Oluwashoga, we receive a lot. Because we gave out food to people during that period. And while they are still receiving money in their accounts on a monthly basis. So we have business investors. You have your personal business. You want to grow more. please call me.
Okay, great.
Orient you.
Okay, so you have heard that again. She says, call her, get in touch with her so that at least she can then help you to grow or to expand whatever business you're doing. Now, so what's the take home for you from all this? What satisfies you from all this?
I've told you that prayers.
The prayers of the beneficiaries.
Because as you're looking, I'm an orphan. So there is a reason for me doing this. It's not that...
you were an orphan?
Yes.
And you grew up to be like...
Yes, so I lost my father when I was 3 months old. I lost my mother when I gave birth to my first child. I think that was 14 years ago. So, so glory be to God. God has been faithful. He's been there. And he will continue to lead us through.
So what you're saying is that anybody who is out there who is an orphan should not give up?
Yes, that's my I have passion for orphans, for widows, for widowers. Just register your name and you will continue to give glory to Almighty God.
So do you have a social media?
Yes, check me on Racheal Oluwashoga Facebook. On my Instagram, Racheal Oluwashoga 1. Oluwashoga 1. Even recently, we gave out money. We gave out money to people, 10 contestants on my page. I have
on Instagram page
for music aspects. Racheal Oluwashoga 1.
Okay, all right. Racheal, 1 second. How will I contact you? I live in Otago State. I'm ready to relocate.
Okay.
For the purpose of a job. My name is Elizabeth Omoruyi.
Come to Chevron.
Okay.
Come to Chevron, number 43, Dr. Udowogo, Chevy View Drive, Lekki.
So she's ready to relocate to?
Yes. This person is ready to relocate.
Yes. To anywhere you give her a job.
Yes. Now we have office in Ikotun, Chevron, and Ikorodu.
Great.
So I've given him opportunity to choose anyone.
Yes.
Anyone.
Okay.
And we can give, if that person is good, no problem. We can release a house for him.
Wow. All right. Again, let's quickly run through that. Your Facebook handle is what?
Evangelist Racheal Oluwashoga Ologo Didon.
Evangelist Racheal Oluwashoga. On Facebook.
On Facebook.
But on Instagram?
Racheal Ologo Didon 1.
Okay, great. Now, one other thing, Racheal, that I'm a little bit worried about will be the question of, the impact of the pandemic so far. You mentioned here that you were able to,
it has seriously affected so many businesses.
Yes.
Because along the line, the little food they have, maybe someone is into supermarkets.
Yes.
And during that time, no job, they cannot go to work, they cannot go to shop to sell.
Yes.
So they started eating what they have. So they lost everything during that course. So they start all over
again.
So we have empowered so many people,
outlets
during that time. Even up to now, we are still doing it. Because some people have been calling that, I lost my work during pandemic. So many offices started, they sack a lot of people. Even bankers, we have employed so many bankers under our multi-services program. We maybe you are good in marketing stuff, or you want to be a sales representative. You can come, you think you can drive. We are going to give you company card that you can be working with good salary.
All right, Racheal. Chop Noko. Thank you so much for being part of.
Glory be to God.
Amen.
Glory be to God.
Amen. Thank you for coming on the show, and thank you for the encouragement you shared with Nigerians.
Thank you.
It's good for us to say thank you to you, because you as an orphan to be doing this, it's that's very courageous.
Yeah. We're expecting people to join us.
Please.
Because during this season, we are giving out food.
We're sharing goodwill to Nigerians. All right, so For all Nigerians, don't forget that this conversation, especially with Racheal, will not end now. Yes, we may be leaving her right now from the studio, but go to our social media platforms, either on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, and make sure that you join Racheal. Again, let me use the flip side of this. If you are the millionaire, or you think that you are wealthy and you don't have any way to get back to the public, maybe this is an avenue, this is a window for you to reach out and touch Nigerians. For all of our viewers, it's always a pleasure to have you join us. We hope to see you again next week. Bye for now.
Thank you.